I'm also glad that with the passing of summer goes the passing of bees that can sometimes swarm outside my apartment because they like the wood that's on the deck. But they've been replaced by the spider.
So you have spiders now instead of
I
bees.
walked through, actually I did not see any spiders this morning, but I did walk through 2 spider webs on my way out the door.
Did it get you right in the face?
And down the stairs, of course.
That is the worst, isn't it?
In the face and on the hands, so that when you're trying to get the spider web off of you with your hands, it's actually on your hands.
And you don't know where it is. You could have a spider
You
in
could
your
have a
hair
spider
at this
anywhere.
point. You don't know, right?
And then you have to do that whole shaking off your clothes and patting yourself down.
It's
and
the worst.
Going through your hair to make sure there's no spider on you. But a spider, I feel like you can control more than a bee, so I'm not complaining. I'm not
spiders,
complaining.
you usually pretty much know
You
where
can
they're
see,
at.
you
Right.
can look at them and know they're going to be where they are for just a few moments,
Right.
so that you can destroy them.
Bees are just wacky. You don't know what they're going to do.
They're crazy,
right?
crazy. But the bees are gone and the spiders are back. But that's a good sign, a telltale sign that it's fall. Something else that a lot of people like to do, not just in the fall, but every morning, is have a cup of coffee. I know you have a cup every morning. Actually,
Absolutely.
a rather large cup.
I have 1/4 of a gallon that I bring in here with me.
And every morning.
Pretty much. Well, yes. And now it depends on the day.
Tradition.
Quite often, I will drink about half of this and take it home with me, and then reheat it in the afternoon and finish the rest of it. So it's not like I drink, 32 ounces of coffee
At one sitting.
in one sitting. Right.
Yes.
This is my day's worth.
I like a cup of coffee every once in a while. I don't have a cup every morning, but I do like it, especially on cold mornings like many autumn mornings are, and a lot of coffee places in town are having those special pumpkin lattes and cider spiced
everything right now.
coffee. I know everything's about pumpkins right now. So I found this blog that talks about different kinds of things that people from all over put in their coffee. So in case you want to try anything. And apparently it's becoming very popular that people are putting butter in their coffee.
Butter?
Butter.
I have put what I thought was about everything there is to put in coffee, but butter I have not
Some
done.
of these I'm pretty sure you have never put in your
This must
coffee.
be like a French thing.
Actually, it's happening right here in America.
Really?
People are putting butter in their coffee.
Well, butter's just cream, really, right?
Well, to some degree, yes. But they're saying only use grass-fed butter, which I'm not really quite positive what that is, because grass-fed butter apparently regulates your cholesterol.
That means the cows that they milked eat only grass.
Eat only
right?
grass.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
And it's also a good source of vitamin K, so that's one reason.
Butter in your coffee.
But use grass-fed butter.
Okay.
People are also putting butter in their coffee because it provides healthy fats for your brain, and it helps your body create cell walls.
I think I'll just have like a piece of toast and butter with my coffee if I just had to have some butter in the morning.
I like the next reason that people are putting butter in their coffee.
I just can't imagine.
They're doing it to put the butter in their coffee because drinking coffee with butter in it each morning can help you burn fat all day.
Does it say, like, how much butter you would put in a cup of coffee?
The pictures that were shown, it was probably less than a tablespoon. It wasn't a whole stick of butter or a half a stick.
But like,
it was a smaller
basically
amount.
About the same amount of, like, cream you would have.
Possibly,
cream you would put in.
yes.
You just use butter
Yes.
instead of that.
Yes, but it was a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, no more than that. No more than that. And they're calling it bulletproof coffee, and they say that this bulletproof coffee will give you energy as well as increase your cognitive function so that you don't get that crash that sometimes you can have if you drink a lot of coffee. If you put some butter in it, that won't happen.
Interesting.
And finally, when it comes to butter, 2 tablespoons of butter in your coffee is all you need to replace a breakfast meal, making this a quick alternative for people on the go. So if you don't have time for that piece of toast or for a breakfast, just put 2 tablespoons of butter in your coffee. So I don't know if I could try that or not. There's just something
Especially not 2 tablespoons of butter in a cup of coffee, man. That's a lot of butter.
Not right about that, but a lot of people are doing it. So
I like butter, and I like coffee.
Just not together.
Butter and coffee, I mean, I'm going to try it. I will do the big work. I will at least try some butter in the coffee to see.
Do that tonight or in the morning
I gotta get
if you can.
Unsalted butter. Surely it's unsalted butter.
And then report back to us on how butter in the coffee was. I may try it. I have light butter at home.
It might be fantastic.
It might be something we've been missing out on. Who knows? Who knows?
Right. I'm not going to knock it too much until I've tried it.
Butter aside, here are some other things that people are putting in their coffee.
Let's get to the good stuff now.
This I will never put in my coffee because I'm not even sure I could find this.
Downhill fast.
Reindeer bone.
What?
And this is a Norwegian thing.
I thought we were going to be doing like Irish cream and no, we're doing reindeer bones and butter in the coffee.
That's a little boring.
Yeah,
we're going outside the realm of your typical.
Wow. Okay.
Reindeer bone. It happens in the Norwegian culture. People put it in their coffee, and really the only reason they do it is because they say it makes the coffee taste better. The bone is a good source of calcium, but they just say it makes the coffee taste better.
Madness.
Salt. People put salt in their coffee.
No.
Mainly to improve the brew's flavor. This happens a lot in Taiwan. Salt. I think I would rather put butter in my coffee than salt.
I would rather have about anything in my coffee than salt because I had somebody at a restaurant one time mistakenly put salt instead of sugar in my coffee.
And it was awful.
I thought my face was going to suck inside out when I tasted it. It was terrible.
So no salt in the coffee.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Again, this is somewhat of a Norwegian tradition.
Been there, done that.
Ice cream.
That's a home run
floating
right there.
on top. They suggest coffee-flavored ice cream, but...
No, whatever.
Any kind of ice cream.
Coconut, banana, things like that.
I've never had ice cream in hot coffee. How long does the ice cream actually float on top before it melts into the coffee?
Not that long. I made this discovery actually when we were out of creamer one day, and I just took like a tablespoon, and I didn't leave it. I stirred it in and used it as cream. Delicious.
Like a coffee float.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm in support of that one 100%. Reindeer bone, no thanks.
No. The last one is intriguing.
Oh, no.
I love eggs, but again, not sure that I would want to put eggs in my coffee, but people put eggs in their coffee.
I have put eggnog in my coffee, and that is not bad.
This is just eggs.
I will pass on that one.
This is just eggs, and again, they say it's a good source of calcium, like the reindeer bone, and some of them even add the crushed eggshells for texture.
What?
This happens.
Seems to me like if your coffee was really hot and you stirred an egg in there, it would do like egg drop soup and turn into that congealed egg stuff in there. No thanks. Eggnog, yes. Eggs, no.
This can sometimes happen in the Scandinavian tradition, but it also is happening in Hendricks, Minnesota. There is
a big Scandinavian population in Minnesota.
Minnesota, yes. They have a website. Their town website features egg coffee recipes. So if you want to visit the website for Hendricks, Minnesota, it will apparently tell you how to correctly and properly put eggs in your coffee.
From the nation that brought you lutefisk, if you've ever heard of that, never mind.
So I think I may try the butter.
Yeah, I will give that a shot just to see.
I could possibly go for the ice cream. I'll have to buy some ice cream.
I will vouch for you there. Ice cream and coffee is great.
But that's about it. No reindeer bone, no salt.
No salt.
And no eggs. No eggs.
No.
So if you want to try something new with your coffee this fall and the pumpkin stuff just isn't doing it for you, there's some different things you can try. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. It is Tuesday, September the 23rd, and you're listening to Mid Mornings with Amy, presented by the best smelling store in town, the Mole Hole of Somerset.